Have you ever considered the survival, like anything else, has a cost? I want to talk about that with y'all because I just came from the range and I'm now doing the math of how many magazines I went through and how much now I have to buy to replace that ammo. And every time that I do this, I write it down. And I write it down because you need to have literally pen on paper everything that you spend your money in, right? Well, at least we do. So when it comes to it, we can all fantasize, the end of the world, this and that, and grabbing our go bags and head to the woods and this and that, but none of that can happen if we don't have the means to procure those things that we need. I know what somebody's gonna say. Well, you really don't need a lot, Billy. The pioneers did this with almost anything. The pioneers did it with what they had at hand, with the best that they could afford. Moving forward to now 2025, what is the best you can afford? So don't compare yourself to what they did and what you're doing, because they are totally different. Totally and 100% different. So, now, money is the first thing you have to consider. Like I said, I now have to replace the ammo that I use. I was actually citing this one right here. And after, a few boxes here and there, I'm fairly okay with now hitting the general area. Fairly okay. I was Ironside. And I'm okay with that. But nonetheless, it took money to practice. So there's always that financial cost that you have to keep in consideration. And if you don't have it, you don't have it. What else can you do, right? Yeah. Water, many people will say water is free. Well, is it? Because a lot of states tell you that you cannot collect water. In a lot of places, you actually have to filter water. Well, that filter is going to cost you money. Yes, you can make your own filter. Definitely. But let me enlighten you into something. Those do-it-yourself filters are not as good as the other ones. I'm sorry if I'm hurting your feelings right now, because you know that you can get your sand, your moss, your charcoal, everything, and you can make a heck of a filter. Not the same. Sorry to say, not the same. I mean, and again, you do you. Rice, food, rice. How many people you know who actually grow rice? You know how much it takes to grow rice? For somebody who had done it, yeah, it's not as easy as it sounds. Of course, you're always going to hear that, well, I can grow as much as possible. You can grow as much as possible, but weather, and if you can't harvest the water, that's an issue. If you can't have fertilizer, that's an issue. So money. No matter what, you're going to have to use money to get those things that you're not able to find in nature. And the last time that I checked, bullets are not found in nature. Yes, you can make arrows, but yeah. Let's just face it. I'm not going Indian on anybody. Or I'm not hunting with a bow and arrow, like Indian style. No. I'm using bullets. Plain and simple. Time is another thing that you have to consider. I love the idea of I'm gonna go and cut my own wood and split my own wood and stack my own wood and wait 2 years until my wood gets seasoned. Yeah, no, time is money. You see how everything, and I have a finite amount of time on this earth. So do I want to spend that time cutting wood, splitting wood, stacking wood, and then looking at the wood, waiting for that wood to dry? Or do I just want to buy it and it's done, and at least I spend my money, but at least I save my time? Plus, it goes now into the whole physical thing. You know, again, let's talk about that, about wood chopping and whatnot. A lot of people say, oh yeah, I can do it. It's a lot easier said than done. If I can get a chainsaw, I would definitely get a chainsaw. Have you ever take down a tree by hand? It is a gigantic pain in the butt. Not many people know how to throw an axe. And I'm not talking about the fancy things that you throw. No, the one that you have to throw, because there is a proper way. You don't chop a tree like this. You don't. There is a proper way to handle the axe and then throw it. So, yeah. Plus, not only that, think about it. If you have to haul your own water, you have to do it by hand, like we did. A 7-gallon jug is quite heavy. Now imagine now you having to haul not 1, not 2, but 10 or 12 jugs of water like that. 7 gallons. Yeah, that right there, I tell you what, it's gonna destroy you. You're gonna be like, I want my spigot. I want my water running. Screw this. Yeah, I am not going outside at 40 below. You say in our house. No, it is not happening, Billy. It's a lot easier said than done. And that's what people don't ever want to admit. And then it comes now into the whole mental state of mind. Because we all in our heads think that we can do it. All of us think we are Superman. But at the end of the day, there's only so much you can do due to your age, due to your physical limitations, due to your time. So all of that plays inside your nugget. And if you're not careful, it will destroy you. Freedom does come with a price. And whether you want to pay it or not, that is completely up to you. But don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Everything in life has a price. You can ignore it. You cannot. You may choose not to pay it, but if you want to be proficient with the tool, you have to pay the price. If you want to feed your family, you're going to have to pay the price. If you want to be independent, you have to pay the price. No matter what, there is a price to be paid. The question is, are you willing to pay it? With that being said, I hope you have a great one. Like always, rock on, prep on, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody. Power outages, camping, work on the go. Opus keeps you connected at home and outdoors. With clean, reliable energy, Opus powers freedom. Opus, the choice of the frontier preppers. If you'd like to support the channel, check out the links in the pinned comment below. Consider joining our Frontier Prepper Squad or let an adder to you run. It really does make a difference. And always remember, those who prepare today will not struggle tomorrow.